Something I like about DJ Bosco, he knows how to start my Monday morning. When a song is good, you play it twice. Akbe studio version by the Bethel Revival Choir. And that is how we choose to welcome you to today's edition of the Best Entertainment Show, the 27th of November, the year of our Lord 2023. 27th of November. The month is almost ended, then we enter December, the last month of the year. When we think about what the Lord has done for us from January, February, March, April, May, June to November, and what He'll do in December, we can only say Akbe.
Okay,
A beautiful song by all standards. Memobia Kwaba Biumba Energy Media so higher OK 101.7 FM Najimadin the best entertainment show and Amia and I met D Jumanchi and Medin the Ora Halifax and San Addo Papa Australia me pa Nyami Shramu nyina bakon Asida kese pa nkoma mu se odo amu my enti and then so mo de mo fide no to 101.7 FM mo ba beti nkomo bo Mamu if it's to me the more questions, more comments, more suggestions Abba by contacting us on Facebook, OK101.7 FM. We'll read them for you once they are decent and they make sense. Okay. Of course, this one is Asida by Nasi.
I'm a yummy coffee. Yummy, where you me free more. Yes, so feed your man. Yet, trauma, man. You can't tell the goodness so sad. Amy, yeah, Dawa Bravo. So,
KFM.
Akocha mi chiye. Eswaba faswa mami. Samini so baby say ya. Akame suda.
KFM.
Mini so baby say ya. Eja kamanga senti ya oda.
KFM. As for DJ, of course, as for DJ Bosco, dear, me wouldn't share. It's difficult to start your show. It is difficult to start your show. Okay. What are you also saying on Facebook this morning? Upon Kweku Babylon. Sir. Debut. Okay, upon Kweku Bosheba. Good morning, Mr. Halifax. Watching you live from Lashibi. Bosheba upon Kweku. Good morning to you too. Yechia Lashibi for Nina. Welcome in Halifax. Emmanuel Osejan. Welcome to you too. We thank God for a new week.
You silence my enemies.
Okay.
You put a smile on my face, so Lord, you have answered my prayers.
Okay, let's do this now. The name is Bennett Nenete Akwaku, a good man I used to work under, journalist extraordinaire, print media guru who today does consultancy on Ghanaian culture, a man who is a royal and hails from both Ada and Krobo land. Is my regular studio panel this morning. Monday we are supposed to be 4, but somehow he is alone. If it continues this way, we may need to start doing interviews on Mondays. Nene, Mwakwaba. Yep.
Halifax Major Super. Oh, Bibia Boko. At least for the fact that you've saved me from Harry Bananas. And I went to now Harry Bananas.
Oh, David. Now say we see Harry Bananas. Then yes, say a band, and I will see band on. Mamra mu school no.
Yes.
Mu school band.
Yes.
Nadine the Harry.
And then yes, and the essence of the name is just to be. We needed something catchy. So when it comes to those things, you know, and live band.
Eye kasa kwa ana eye inkrese kwedura afuri.
Well, just take it as it is. When you kasa kwa you say in those days, live band was the in thing. Intino obia pedia ebe catchy attention. Now imagine say bia uko eyina. Okay, I'm say December in GH. Now you the timetable a bro we see 21st but groups be even na menko. Uko humsafu and now see 21st no there Boma B boa ha and Harry Bananas boa. Which of the tickets will you buy? But Harley, talking about live band, I think say how I wish those things are brought back.
Live band
into our mainstream entertainment discourse.
Yeah, but is it not there already?
Oh, Charlie, if you compare to those days to today, it is like what you are experiencing or seeing now, is just a dead image of real. Because in those days, live band was so attractive, say, even state institutions. The first thing they think about is how to form a band. State institutions, so even the military, even the police. Units now when you say and there you see armed forces band and I say police band. Who can police band? Who can she? In those days, those days no military, you can say 4th Battalion, Kumasi. Because of they are the 4th Battalion of infantry, no, or group, no, 4th Dimension.
That is the name of their band.
Their band, 4th Dimension. Uba Accra, 5th Battalion, Bema Camp, no, and only pink 5s. Uba Michel Campa, a Reki. When we hot barrels, because they fire with the barrel of the gun.
I see.
We got artillery division, yeah, from the mortar regiment. Who? A supreme cannons. Hey. Got the fire cannons. Even the Air Force.
The historian.
Oh yes.
No.
Yes, even the Air Force.
Oh, that noche. Yeah.
Air Force. The sappers.
Yeah, I think I've
the
seen
sappers. Yes.
Yeah.
To the extent to say even the headquarters. Sorry, the Armed Forces Pay Office. Almost units move from the band now. All the units no can. No almost move from Mobi. Almost from Mobi. The funky millionaires.
Hey,
because almost millionaires.
I want to wear
Sikafuno.
Sir, the funky millionaires.
The funky millionaires. Well, it was everywhere. And those things, you know, sadly, any carbon bar between the youth and the military.
I see.
Because look at ball baby, say youth nan echo. Now you know you see the rapport over there and all those things. The same thing. Police people.
But how come utumikai niyama wenyina?
Oh, said those days, you know, we were also the up and coming boys, you know. Inti you call dance pa. Inti I was deeply involved in me. I know I'm a easygoing, fun-loving person in those days.
Well, because ABI ye bimu ye the patri na ye ni hobby.
Okay.
So it's difficult to actually get the exact picture we're painting. Because obits, you can say, another na papa can say, and then military band or prison band or fire service band or police band so war. Now patri say, and a police band is just from one unit.
Yes. Police, yes, police band.
Although we call region Bia or police band. You are saying that in those days, units na or Muamu band.
Muamu bus. Until one kasa ne call town to go and play. When you say Ubinya you be anwako high, like when I lost my mom in Kraken, I had to go the police in Kofodia. I go band, you know. Just our type, you know. When you wako high, no Debbie. They go whether Easter or no Easter. Into no say weekend to be near Bowalabad, the maybe Bowadan, a pink 5 for her, supreme cannons, her hot barrels, her, you know, 4th Dimension. In like military bands, that's for only the military. Now the funky millionaires, the Armed Forces Pay Office band.
Into normally, what type of songs do they play?
Oh, they play the normal, trendy.
I mean, what I mean is that were they playing Ghanaian songs or foreign influence songs or no?
Foreign one, what time I'm foreign. What time to start with, everyone said from 8 to 9 o'clock, we don't foreign trendy songs.
After their signature tune, you know, they go
after the signature tune, you know, they go into something hot that will bring people from outside to pay and be, you know, and it for about 2 hours. No more high life session, no. Then midnight, no more cool loving.
Hey,
you know, and it goes until 3 a.m., 3:30. Creative arts if there's a way they can bring back live band into mainstream entertainment.
And you are saying that even if you go to the public and civil service, almost all bands, the various offices, you got, let's say, GRA or ECG or something.
Certainly ECG, I can't remember if they had. But immigration, police for, and then they almost were banned. Just like we had the normal bands at Warhol, Adams Apple, Black Pepper, and the Ionic Revolt.
The Adams Apple.
Group will be doing, Adams Apple, Black Pepper, yeah, and the Ionic Revolts, and Counter 9. A Democrat foreign them from South Africa, Watu and Zuri. That's the name of the band, which means black is beautiful.
But say and then so omo choir wo.
Aji. Choir.
Mpacho hai. When December be Carol's night, all the officers will bring out, their workers come and do some,
Choir. After December, what next?
Nasa.
December, Nasa. Where there were band no groups no. So I begin to ask myself, so where is Pink Fives? Where is that group? Where is Cantana, fourth dimension, Pink Fives, hot barrels and soprano cannons,
Anyway, I'll ask you my next question, but let me welcome Socrates. And somebody on Facebook is saying, Akwesi Boache is saying, thank you, Nene, for the history. These were really good bands that entertained Ghana.
Yeah, thank you.
Really? Hey, And people seem to be supporting these things you are saying, though. But in the absence of nightlife, entertainment goes down. In Tibansa Wubui, if there is no proper nightlife, how can they move from town to town? 6 p.m. will be ada. The curfew, 2-3 years, spoils everything. And Nuntina, perhaps, Nene, the biggest beneficiary of the 24-hour economy will be the entertainment sector. And see, the bar.
Yeah, the day never.
24-hour economy.
Okay, go
ahead. To me for me bands. Around. Whilst you gather your thoughts on that, let me welcome the man himself, Socrates Safo. Obianem Socrates, that he's a movie maker, a film producer, and now works with the National Commission on Culture, and also does a lot of operational work for the Beyond the Return Secretariat attached to the Ghana Tourism Authority. General is what we call him for short. General Safo, Mwakwaba.
Mejo Suminia.
Boko here.
Bibia Boko.
I see.
When say ya lunch, ya the calendar no aba. Meaning say we who December in GH calendar no.
Open now they send me WhatsApp. Apart from that, me who wa baby a. My scanning papers no nyina me who adverts bia wo. My share radio, my share TV at radio. Me who say mo ya adverts bia on what is happening when.
Yeah, ebebaso. But
when is the first date for December in GH programs?
November. Oh, I know November.
Most start in November.
Aye.
November start adverts no that been.
Very soon, by next week in over
program and what started that. Nena, your laughter can be very annoying. With the mainstream, when you are trainer, you don't laugh. You let it slide. Now you call your name. And yes or no, so you are. But what's it be that? Move your program. Now program a calendar na day. No most almost starting friend was saying November. We are ending November. Almost Ebebaso. And so I don't know. I mean, Jindy say Ghanaians in Ghana are the target for this their December in GH or Muyu.
But Halifax.
Yeah.
I'm so we are free at the balcony. Say calendar no. You launch the first segment no somewhere in August. Me say okay. Inti and you say you started programs not down yeah. But you launch first one no. And you say be a portal ni BM for the second segment of programs. Inti nya in August and November in nyina no. And no the first your friend is saying calendar ni mo. Yes, inti mpacho. But baby I know ya adwen as I'm actually say we are working on it no promotion in the media. And mpacho unim say aban adwuma de paper na churo memo ne niema inti ne mpacho. But medema me tie nene ancient man. Me tie no Halifax.
So friend an ancient anyway. Come.
Me tie no. O ma me kai the other side of the entertainment and so say nene unim SS74.
SS74 Mati Dino.
Na dey.
Halifax. Yes, okay. So I can't remember on the top of my feet. Acotex, Akosombo Textiles, but almost team, football team.
You were Dumas.
For
you were Juantes.
Yes, now I remember.
SS74.
Yeah.
No, Supreme Stars.
Okay.
74. No, Ghana Army.
Okay.
All these were football teams. Football teams. Almost band, no.
Almost our football teams.
Almost our football teams and so. Almost recruits. Almost could chase talents in those days, you know. Nah, almost chase talents for the arts, no, so no almost chase talents too for sports. And you know, all these institutions, football teams. Na omubo league, competitive league in those days, and there was also the banks league.
Okay, yeah.
Banks and so ebeye league na omubo interbanks. And you what Indafa? Halifax, who mean Indafa?
And yeah, man, probably Indafa.
Aha, who Indafa?
I don't know the history.
Okay, Industrial Football Association.
Industrial
Football Association.
Industrial assessing.
Industries no. Industries na never Ghana no.
In those days.
In those days, no more football teams.
Really?
Yes. Enti e hono na ye omume ne a hall called Indafa Park no call it Kolibunche ho sa no. Ne ho ni nyina da ho. E no more football parks. There yes 7 do sa he.
Nti na nya ba kon pe.
Debi. Enti no e ho no be ball league no. Your Greater Accra there, your Ashanti region there, and I'm say northern side and so no more be. No, in that fano, a ho Industrial Football Association, no, a ho na omubomu league, our Greater Accra.
So, let's pick any of the industries, Akosombo Textiles. How do they get a place? Is it the workers now?
The workers, no. Workers.
They also go hunting for talents.
They go hunting for
talent. I'll be football section now. They will employ you as a worker first.
And the workers
just like the secondary schools were doing in those days.
Secondary schools were doing.
Yeah, we said them pass so
talent.
What to say me with 9 ball kasa. To say first is in the B.
Yes.
Show. The Spice 11 versus the East Legon Executive Fitness Club.
Yeah.
Halifax Addo, defender number 5. No for full 5, 1 back.
And what jive 4 and 5 no ball?
What's it?
What jive 4 and 5 no?
What is full 5 means?
Anyone who can say the above 2 positions 4 and 5
no, you don't get it. I never mean stretch. I said okay. I play 1 back. It means I'm number 5. Means 4 here. That is what I mean. I play both the 4 and 5. You get what I want to tell? So for in the near a ball you get what I mean? And
Makai
training
Abra me call from Form 4. That was Ayasku, Ayalulu 1 boys. Form 4. No, that ye be a choir. I'm say 3 days time now. Me buy na teacher bijina ho tintin bi. O friend me no see o introduce you no. Ukita ever name bi. And no see o or no o teach you o St. Peter 11. Na omati menka me colleague ba kona e de me yima umtino. Omo person de me call St. Peter 11. They will give me books. They will give me a whole. I will not pay fees. But then, so now my school fees will be bottom. Yes, now my Jimmy school fees. I see me go to your school. It is our school fees now. Me call say, oh no, won't you have fees? You have more books. You have more BBI free. No, I have my school St. Peter 11. See, oh sir, you any young boy. And one year far cow anymore. Any call man proby. And I change school. Into me go Form 4 no. St. Peter 11
because of your football talent. Okay. And see, Safo, if this was how talent was being hunted for in those days, and then how what is it like? How do we hunt for talents today? Do we even hunt at all?
Who say in those days? No, there were unwritten policies. Near was school
unwritten policy stress
Harry Bananas
program I shed and thrown too.
Yeah,
but I mean about convention.
Na schools no you were school choir and out of the choir no band no to say Harry Bananas no What am I saying? In Senegal, there is always a local competition amongst them. Football, say, you know, now sempe cluster of schools, no, chale, and yet easy football. Na mo wi a ema no jamo mo be shimu no ana ye shemwa nti obi am pese obey you see when you stimulate competition no and also boa science and math quiz your my it's one of the brilliant things but they should start from the local
but that school's near local. I mean,
no there should be local competitions first, but I said science and math quiz no towards the national no.
It was for the view. Maybe you've not really followed them. They start from the local, so more districts, and called sectors, regional, before it becomes big.
But yenti districts na yenti.
Oh, when I won't follow. And can I also say it goes on simultaneously at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I pay you for a year, Lejukuku year, Teshin year, Kumasi year, at the same time. I think when they get to that last one's number called regionals now, that is when it's somewhere.
But there's always that local stimulation now.
Science and maths for Naboli, Bebelu, art for and combating.
Okay.
I mean, a door more than a boost space can be happy the day. So that is why. Imagine it were art and some visual arts and come about. Yeah, so it's I think that. So anyway, it's sad.
Yeah.
How did this thing die? Before I come to no. So this culture, how did it die? And I am saying, no matter how it died, even I can say politics. Oh, now fake curfew. No, and then nightlife for about 2 years you couldn't go out, and then they go singing. Somebody says he's bringing what he calls a 24-hour economy.
Okay.
And Ebimuswa can say if that happens, it means nightlife will bounce back. Because Obia will chrome mayede. I say Obia will chrome there. So I say it's not all. It wouldn't only be about Oxford Streets in Osu and now Lagos Avenue in East Legon. And now Nyamiche Junction on this La Paz Akwete Man Road, Debbie. And I think Sadia, people like you should be excited and happy. Nah, say, nightlife will start again. People would, I mean, any movie will come movie by 12 and more upon. By 24 hours, I'm upon 12. So for the look on your face is so annoying, right? I'm upon 12. You be the other one from 1 to about 2. Then 1 to 3. Then 3 to 5. Then 5 to 7. Just in the song. The DJ can't play all night. So we need more bands. It's not a good idea. Why people like you not,
Ali, Halifax.
Yes. That's what I said.
Bedroom so but nka me ma quick answer B. On Ubisa say how did it die?
Oh, I thought we've moved. Okay, let's go back. How did it?
Just a quick one. Just a quick one. On the sports side, especially on the football side. We will not argue, but maybe on a different day.
I have not even argued. Okay. Make your point and let me go on. You say we won't argue. What is your point?
Dr. Nyahota Maklo.
Dr. Nyahota Maklo.
Yes, and yet deliberately. But baby.
Papa no man so they working out your back.
Well, deliberately. Anytime a day man and say there was the musical youth of Accra House of Folk. He became the chairman of Accra House of Folk. And opam old senior players ni nyina and okofa junior side no Shamukwe Ezekiel Lamu Ablade Kumanemo no mu ye nkora 17 years ni niema and odi omo ebe boy and they played so well and no stimulate attention to the juvenile players no Emma senior teams no bebre now went in for enkwara no the coast players no one after they affected the coast structure obia kofa enkwara no yes impenifo no bokrampo a old wade and na a wiki the junior the structure no and no ka ho and the mass that's enquire time na ne you stimulate no and no die. See, that's I told you say we can argue on a later date.
I won't even argue that. When you get done, Kweko your boy and Nima don't they can argue with you. Idea we can in fashion in the history and all. So Nene.
Yeah, Hali.
Back to how this entertainment sector, our creative arts industry will be booming. I mean, to unprecedented levels ever in the history of this country if this 24-hour economy takes full shape.
Okay. Hali,
Yeah.
personally, no. Me, anything that can be done to bring back night activity, our Ghana, nightlife in general, I'm all for it.
Good.
I don't know whether you want us to discuss 24-hour economy in respect to entertainment and nightlife, and not the entire policy.
Well, I don't mind if you stray a bit into other areas. When the economy is booming, it affects creative arts automatically. Because who needs a car? Who be?
Thank you.
Who raise a car and this guy will give me seafood platter.
Yeah, this can
Pepe. Unfortunately, these things will happen in the night. That is when we operate.
Things will happen in the night when things have happened in the day. Say, we are business.
No, you can say things. Things will happen in the night.
When things have happened in the day. Inti say, sikani yedi nightlife no. What you say? Inti say then the ben nebema obi akochi kelewele in the night at a particular place.
Because there is demand for it in that part of town. I mean, the market is there.
The market is there because people are passing around that place at night.
Yes.
Inti ebia debe nebema suya ni nso alcohol.
That's what I said. Demand.
Because obia be joint bi. Ewo ho. Joint no so employ them till 3 o'clock. Inti se suya ni nusha. No so abeton ni na yi wo ho. Na nkosu awura no so alcohol. Na no move within the short time na night market bi. Then nebema joint no so aye because people buy deep into the night. What will make people buy drinks deep into the night? Because bottom. So it's a chain. However, if we are talking about the 24-hour economy as something that will bring back nightlife in Ghana, then it is not a new thing then.
Oh, are they?
So we see 24-hour policy economy. A bema nightlife are bouncing back.
Sure.
Which means nightlife had been active before.
True.
Yes. So this thing is not after all too innovative. It is a good thing, but it is not an innovation then. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If nightlife had been dead all along, and this is an idea to make it come bounce or to make it rise for the first time, they can say it's an innovation. But say idea na ye dada ye kwala brum na baby Orion wo ho na opera wo ho na Globe wo ho na Rex wo ho na yeah. Then in respect to or regarding 24-hour economy, then so people can say this is not an innovation because it had happened before in those days when men were boys. Okay. But I'm saying that it is a good thing, yes, but it is not an innovation. Say be a nightlife any hot dada. So if 24-hour can be one of the things that can bring it back.
Then so Ababe say
without a policy.
Well, Sana Safokano an unwritten policy.
Okay.
Because Chrome yede. But say who say wadi ebeboa and obviously mediba. Now mediba from where I said the biggest beneficiary will be those of us in this sector. And yes, say I didn't 100%. But it's only in a few places.
Thank you.
And to say a deliberate policy to make sure say this thing booms everywhere. I'm not sure.
Oh, Halifax.
Yeah.
If it can boom everywhere, then so be it. But can it boom everywhere? That's another. The only thing they can tell you.
Why not? It is possible.
Say,
it's about booming everywhere.
Say, my farming community, a fishing community, Addo. How will it boom everywhere? Nipa no wako opusu waba opesoda na. Would there be a night? Would there be a night market at Addo for so that night no or no so what can you do? It depends upon exactly what we mean. Fita no what Addo. Also see cars no. What is the transportation sector at Addo like during the night? Ebe prompt or no. Say obe trani shop 24 hours. Obebeba. Ana obimba.
If we can attract people to Addo during the day, we should be able to attract them there at night.
Well,
and if we are attracting them there at night, then the organizer can work at night. Then the Okada man there can work at night. Then the jet ski operator, the canoe operator can work at night.
Why I made mention of innovation in say. For now, Obiansu stop will be say fit and be say men call shop at night. Obiansu can't tell Obia say why na we be situation no say particularly will me china me the call because baby at 1 o'clock. Why the better? Your friend say me your before. Baby. I go in your market. Na me di gari kakra, kakra na masuya plantain kakra na makotana go in your market 1 o'clock say me ton. Your friend say me your before. What exactly? So this thing must be more defined, so it doesn't look like somebody is just introducing anything into the Ghanaian day. Even in Chicago, where I lived, beyond 12 o'clock, you don't get it from the north side, south side suburbs until you drive to only the downtown. Downtown of Chicago, no, active, seriously active 24/7. Not the whole of Chicago City, not the whole of Illinois State. Now, Ubahu be beer 24 hours. And the same thing for New York. There are certain things you are looking at 12 a.m. You have to Google to find out, say, where can I get chips to buy at this time of the night? Fries and chicken. Because it's 2 a.m. Then they will show you which of the outlets or joints are active at that time. So that's why I'm looking at it. Say, be possible. Say, everywhere be active now.
So we'll learn from their shortfalls.
Okay.
And then we'll make sure that even if not everywhere 100%, places that can be activated should be activated.
Thank you.
Because for instance,
Accra is active.
But industrial area here, it's not active at night.
But so we are here industries.
I mean, I'll give you just one area. But say industry since the CR started 24-hour shifter. By all means, Mamina or Tong a friend and saying face the wall ever corner honor. On him said night workers no. They are the same number as the day workers. However, Mamina, the entertainment center nearby, the days nearby, the taxi driver nearby. And yes, we are working and say, oh, our moon point, they would enter our pubs and bars anyway.
Yeah.
Just like in those days, Munamuka and say in those days, come to make a disco 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Your afternoon jump. Your afternoon jump.
Did you hear? Pablo was laughing.
Afternoon jam.
Okay.
Pablo was laughing. Pablo said, we'll go disco 12 o'clock. Yeah, I didn't
Metropole wa Mokola inside hono. Wo aka krama group UTC no. Metropole e wo ho. Na wia na e siso. Utimi free market shop no akọ jam sa no aba.
Okay.
Yeah, Halifax intino in the light of say industries are similar working. And that's the more reason why continuum. I can say governance is a continuum. No? Because somebody must first keep the industries active. And sana, you can say, it's yenko night ana, yenko shift ana. Because outside, no, a 3-hour shift. Say 8 hours, 8 hours. Inti obi be started juma 4 no upon 10 4 p.m. to 10 no be so about from 10 to 6 a.m. and then it goes on and on. Inti the factories must be there
3-hour shifts, or you mean 3 shifts?
3 shifts namika
Of 8 hours.
of yes 8 hours exactly. 8 hours 8 hours. That's what we mean by 24-hour economy. Inti company biano beko 3 shifts. Otherwise it is not 24-hour economy. Intinu, the companies must be there first and foremost. Raw materials must be there. So we shouldn't bastardize when people are setting up companies and industries. Because I'll be any day. Now we see one district, one factory there and yeah. Then the debate spread the idea no, of 3 hours. It's a companies no need or. Inti abandoned politicians they shouldn't bastardize someone else's idea and then jump up as if they can bring DS from the moon and impose it and it will work. Obia dia kakra, obianso dia kakra, obianso dia kakra. Inti se obi ba no see 1D1 FEI ye better no factories ever bebia. So it doesn't look like only Accra industrial area. But we are talking about my village in Pong, my town in Pong. How many factories must be there for the nightlife?
Don't worry, the salt factories will start in you.
The salt factory, that is what
that is right.
What they are saying. So there must be factories in and around Bong or Somania. There must be factories in and around Ada for this 24-hour night activity to be a reality. Yeah, but what factories must be there first. Somebody must establish the
that
factories.
is one way of looking at it. In the absence of the factories, Ada, to be particular and crapper, we can even make the tourism attraction in Ada 24 hours. It's just about creative thinking and
tourism attraction. That is a cars, a bequada, a via.
It's a night ski. You know, we should so it is boosted. It is possible, and I'm surprised.
As for the possibility, yes.
See, I can't idea in that creative as for the obia can annual tomb to say. And fire who be an idea well Munamuka. But Obinsu Akasa, the Upper East Regional Minister, and also Watcher Nadrin on this 24-hour economy thing. Answer Nasafu Bebim now share any opinion how the creative arts sector stands to benefit or lose out if indeed this thing happens. Is it useful? Would it help? What is the Upper East Regional Minister, Honorable Stephen Yakub, what is he also saying about the 24-hour economy? This is what he says.
This 24-hour economy, hey, our brothers, when we work in our farms and we are tired in the night, we have to sleep with our wives. So we have to be with our wives. So in the night, you want us also to go and be farming, and then people will come and take our wives away. Hey, now we have to be careful about this 24-hour thing.
Well. Obiani any problem. Obiani any problem. Maybe I didn't really hear what the man said. Yes, you heard him right. Listen to him again.
This 24-hour economy. Hey, our brothers, when we work in our farms and we are tired in the night, we have to sleep with our wives. So we have to be with our wives. So in the night, you want us also to go and be farming, and then people will come and take our wives away. Hey, now we have to be careful about this 24-hour thing.
But the people who will come and take your wives away, but they should also be working by then, and your wives should. So anyway, I will come to the minister. Safo,
yeah, I mean,
this is our industry. Some of us believe nice life boosts us, it helps us.
Yeah.
Will be the 24-hour economy bar. Nice life will be resurrected again, full swing everywhere. Is it not something which we applaud, embrace, and make inputs?
Yeah, we should applaud it. And your crime, say, you can see a 24 hours economy, and your crime, but quickly, on the tape now, boy, and then my tea union bebre, especially on NDC side, more used to let me call internet somewhere on 6 June 2019. Me who medical drones will take pictures of our naked wives and abuse you. Drones now, yadi supply in Rono. And abuse you, yadi bano, or say it will take pictures of our naked wives when they are bathing. Yeah.
What exactly is the correlation? So
and many be when we are doing serious policy discussions in manner, in what context they are saying it. Because Obia can be NDC, Hanabisu. Mama example of a DB or kind.
So you are doing equalization.
Yes, equalization because it's politics. Equalization. Yes, I admit I'm doing it.
I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
So was Hannah wrong?
Yeah, he was wrong. And I understand the context of the kind.
Is this minister wrong?
Yes. I understand the context of also the Kasai. Yeah. Okay. Halifax.
Yeah.
At the end of President Mahama can't say he is going to bring a 24-hour economy. At the end of this is a president or person yede omambo no ehyenensa. Intino or chreyen nyoba obeye sene ebeye ye be vote amano no abedi yeso. Intino okaye no. That is where minibu no see etna se ne adwen asem na okaye no yi. Say, onipa na sem na oka no oka dia etwasum anase entwasum ni emfa asese no say ye mistake dia o man hye ne nsa o wonimdie bi ode ba ebeboa yen ana. Now they call it a game changer. They call it a game changer. Then I ask myself, what is game changing about this? You can't game changer. I say you call direction bia udi bi ba e di be a different direction and another direction. Na ko boy na say be ko say. So this game changer is it really a game changer? That is where Emma examples about Enyema ewo hode da. The thing is there already. So what is making it a game changer? What are you going to do? Unless you are coming to tell me, say, Obechiche sika ama citizens. No mo dia koto adie. Chiche sika ma yin. No mo dia koto adie because one, I use example of Kuruaba. Chamber Port.
Do you know that you've done some 10 minutes? I don't see how this is related to arts. Baby, I only media. How it really helps this sector we all belong to.
Yes, I'm driving home. I'm using production against consumption.
Please change your gear to 4th and 5th and let's move on. The politics is taking a better part of your submission.
Okay.
Thank you.
So when it comes to the art sector, how will a 24-hour economy be a game changer when we are already doing a 24-hour service within the creative sector? Within the creative sector, 24 hours needed out. Okay, Sabani say ye ton sini, ye tresini, ye ton nyum, ye ton nyum, ye bon nyum. Bibia ye sector yi. Already no, but be a stop yen. Say demand no ha. Me kai say me hear film be Ghost Tears. Halifax.
Me kai say I was
good. Ghana Films. Ye 12:30.
That's an AM.
Yeah, AM. Anajo.
AM morning.
Yeah, morning.
You two can AM bien.
Sorry. I watching 12. Ye 4:30.
As in AM still?
No, I'm not for 4:30. And you 4:30. Your point, you know. And you 6:30.
Still PM.
Nipa ni lie hostel. You 6:30, you 8:30. 8:30 you 10:30. 10:30 no. ni still no omo eko maybe aka and ye 12:30 ye Saturday no on 2 occasions
midnight
because the crowd were there.
12:30 so on 2:30.
It was 1 hour 14 minutes. Ghost years was 1 hour 14 minutes. Well, because the people were there, we supplied. But anybody knew why? How do you come and say you are making the policy so that the creative arts will operate 24 hours? It doesn't make. I want a respectable word. I can't say it doesn't make sense, but technically, it's not adding up to me.
Could that on explaining the
explanation be no betimi diama.
Okay.
We see restricted to arts. Good, but explanation be na me no ka say.
Explanation and say
yes.
Say you see economy no because 24 hours. Say my example of Europe, America, other places. System run in shifts. Into at every given point in time, it be more chroma either or more kujuma.
They do see restricting it to arts. Make or no see restricted to arts. So come to the arts.
It means at every point in time, I be more chrome either or more kujuma, and now or more free ejuma. So even at night, nepa work room. Na sena ye art sector IT, the more people are in town at night, the better it is for us. Yeah. That is why sometimes I do holidays. When people do not go home early or more, then we make a lot of sales, na ye gigs, na ye call, na ye ba. So directly, the fact say people will be in town almost 24 hours, late night, or call way bar. It boosts the catering services, it boosts the transportation services, it boosts the pubs, it boosts the drinking bars, it even boosts the cinemas. Because once people are in town, we can keep operating.
Okay. Me can say, let's talk about the arts. Men call a Juma side no. Me who say, oh yeah, when him style, be nature say, one thing I make sure say, one say, any panel work chromo at that time no. One, a dinner or more yeah at that time.
Mpacho, me see either or more kwe Juma and now or more free a Juma.
Obia or kwe Juma. Onko nightclub, Ofifie or kwe Juma, Onko nightclub. So he cannot participate in the nightlife or night economy of the arts. Ofifie or kwe Juma, Onko. Your friend is saying club and no free Juman Swa or coffee on club.
When I say Nepa Bebre or Hoa or more pon normal rush on coffee. What point dream but on coffee.
Okay.
Oh, what's not baby crowd, try one bottle or ha or Richard Chinga or ha or Cotianium or ha. Once I wabba crum ni di wabba or bed gin and none of sepen.
Okay.
Into say we'll see.
So you are this is on assumption.
Not assumption. I'm being very practical with you.
Yes.
Say nipa bebre point juma wa point 5.
Yeah.
On him saying in next shift yes I'm 16 hours late. On am chrome.
Yeah. But
I mean on am chrome is your patronizing your industry and your assumption.
You are talking about somebody who is operating the regular human time clock. Regular human or starting anopa 8 wapo enyumre 5 or extra time send me no ye de bia na be call alato because we have extra time.
Okay,
what am I say? But when you are operating within a certain time shift, especially wapo juma anopa 6 wako night shift wapo anopa 6 normal human life cycle upon anopa 6 and as I'm talking to you now there are workers who are still closing at 6 in the morning.
Yes, but omun doso sena yaba be yen share sa fedie eye shifts.
Okay, good. Ya yen in share say eye shift 1 year sa nche na ban yen share me pacho sa adwuma no sa factory no anasi adwuma kono will he need people to work that shift will he need people? Because one, if now say juma no ye kruaba na kruaba ye 1,000 ultimate 1,000 within a month, and you know here nipa 500 no dey ahye kruaba 5 your friend say 1,000 no. Now you are telling me say he should employ more and produce 2,000 to go and sell where? Because the market size no 1,000 kruaba, and you are employing nipa. Without this policy, all these factories go around. They know what they are doing. Mudo Hanse no, omo ye plastic and name bi wo ho. Mudo. Omo run shift. Ebi ko anopa. No ma pon numere 7. Omo pon no bon se ebi ni mo ba. Madam fu ba ko ye adwuma wo ho. Last me ni kasa me ni chacha bi say no nkwa adwuma si o da bi o. Ya ma a break. And see how then or say production. Sometimes you produce and see a jai when sales is bad. So this is how these factories you will see. No, this is how they operate. So when you are bringing a policy B to them now, you must have that experience. Okay. And they don't just produce because they have cheaper electricity or they have somebody is telling them, say, I'm giving you some incentives. No, their production is guided by first the market. When they have sales, then they will even employ more people to come and work more. What am I saying? And these factories are already doing 24 hours when necessary.
Okay.
And they are driven by sales, but not policy.
Do you know what you've done? You've stopped answering whether if it is true, say Nipa work room, don't work room at every given time, ebe sector. No? And you shifted to na industry is a cry we see among running shift no products no omo de be den because on them demand dada na demand no cost through anka on no be running shift automatically into ehun here mpacho ye be ba ho. Let's go back to the basis. Say nipa work room granted say this will work and indeed getting now running shift or more moon. You and I work 8 hours, we go home. The only Jumansu back so every time there is people in town. Why will Lizori close around 5? Because work is upon. That's what them say. Ebimu about 6 to that'll be 6 to is it 2?
Yeah.
No more pombe didi. Lizori would operate.
Yes, you are right.
So I just wanted to get your mind on that, your analysis on that. Say no cresa adi be working, and at every given point in time, people are in town running a shift system. Ebwa a sector no ana ebwa
Halifax. Makano at the beginning.
Ebi amanti. Yemiti yene say enye crime say enye 24 hours. But amanti say yeah ebwa. Creative sector.
How will it not help?
Okay.
It will help. But then I shift to the next gear. And maybe I say now scrutinizing the policy. Now I say policy no. And I'm trying to analyze practically on the ground, is this something that we should take you serious?
Oh, I know the politics. Just like 50 hold on.
But you are a politician. And I'm political promise.
In fact, what will start ye? My rational equalization be
yes.
Just like one almost free SHS ban. People spoke cynically like this.
Yes.
Was it Fifi Kwete is now the general secretary of America?
All lie be lie.
Or say free SHS, all lie be lie. Any and I'm just in a business of work and
but Halifax, say practically no, I said no panic.
Also, raise practical arguments say
they didn't.
They raised. They said,
no.
Let me give you some of their practical arguments.
Give me some of them.
Where are the buildings?
And
where would they sleep? How can we pay? And when we started, the buildings were in there, but we found a way of pushing them anyway. Or really had to do some turn their canteens into classrooms so they had to go.
Good.
Into but but the answers came.
But I'm giving you because we can see a bayano. Because we know that the school buildings are there when the numbers come.
The school buildings were not sufficient.
But we know, say, buildings no at the hokwa, baby, your school, your first saying. Mamidino.
Me tia na no.
Yeah, mama kwan. Yeah, me call ama momo one. E wo call na your friend is call na Hausa go me. Unim see e makwan a. E ho na e ko chi nketere. And for about 2 months I am makwan no. School building no ho kwa. So in somebody's wisdom, why don't we now shift the contact hours, Send your baby nipa bebrebe use that building. But you can't equate that to this 24-hour economy. And on the main said this 24-hour economy is not based on the availability of the structure, but it's based on availability of the market. If the production,
that is when
you produce and you can't sell, why will you continue producing?
That is when the person is into a particular production.
Yes.
A bit more into service.
Yes.
A bit more into tourism. It is just like saying December in GH. So there's nipa no be free. Or mamu yesu ne say say be free yaba. Enti
omu producer better.
Oh, Safo, please listen.
Okay.
I said that is when a person is to particular productions. But the economy is not only about production of specific goods. Ebimu ye into service.
Okay. Which service like?
Hospitality.
Hospitality. Hotels and...
you know what hospitality
but
means.
hospitalities are already operating 24/7.
And you no cray.
Give me an example.
Menhu obia... I've done Adda for some 19-20 years. Menhu family bia oma sorry say. Charlie, you call Adda person and do what 10 p.m. Now you call a bus you know I walk and swan no be. Now your skin a place by 6-7 they are winding up.
Why? Because there are no people there.
Because your policy be say deliberately, intentionally, my concerted effort. Like some people do night beach. Say okay, yeah, night riverside. So they should find a name for it. I'm be night skiing, mommy water fair, something. They should find. They should find a name for it.
Halifax, is it a policy or is it is demand driven? It is demand driven because I've seen also people who try to open in the night in certain beaches. No moon chale. A kana yebo in running the program. It's more than the
because we are new chrome by that time. But see, I of our pon shift
or shift. And you know wapon shift by force.
By force. But once 1 million people come to town, some million people no poma and million na nebe coffee. 300,000 baby work room we ko di mechi was ha we.
But some million na back room no make catch that one so say. Omo babe omo kwa ye adwuma. Adwuma no omo kwa ye no. The adwuma ni demand say ohia sa 1 million people no because production all ye no.
Okay.
There be only pani produce and the market size no produce 1,000 not me produce na wia market size take only 1,000 was it by force no you are coming to create a night shift for him to also employ more and produce and go and do what
you're going to export
already no you tell me 1,000 now or produce wia no onim say export
facilitation
there is
actualization.
Halifax, no producer. I love that. They know all those things.
Who's it? You love which one?
A policy for the facilitation and the implementation through the.
Massa, me see, no produce 1,000, no produce 1,000. Why employ nipa 1,000? No, and I nipa 500. No, do produce 1,000. Why yeah, all those facilitation and exploitation and whatever it is, and no lose any capacity near 1,000. And you know, catch some produce nipa or employ more 1,000. Send your bomb betting me a down beach. You are not being realistic. Because the facts on the ground don't support what we are saying.
The other way is one can say you are right.
Okay.
It makes logical sense. Okay, but it's still limiting to production of specific goods.
Yes, the production of specific all goods. And then who saw more yen no.
So for him say you call dance you go GN no. And your goods na to.
Yes, you are not, but you limit it say omo e kwa adwuma no. and the back and make a choice they will not even have that number of people because your friend is saying employer will go employ more people than he can pay through his production because I don't know who produce what it will cost me be free more. The number of people now I employ why should you pay them that when
because chroma babe de sika wo krobo bia to goods no wa and so be producing more what is the cost of
Halifax
yes see
maybe
I think
this policy was an impromptu policy. You meet people they are pushing you and then you come out to say something
sana bi mo sika say free SHS
and free SHS not there at least look to me dream but dream baby you can free SHS akwa me free SHS wo tell me any country in the world that has a policy of running 24/7 even in America only 3.2% of the workforce America only 3.2% of the workforce in America have that your friend is saying
no would be
24-hour
system can say we are where we are today discussion have we mean every say some of the government policies or policies from politicians are not well defined
not well thought through
whichever way they are not well defined they just throw blanket policies across board. If they want to tell us, say, I mean, regarding this particular, if they want to tell us, say, 24-hour entertainment sector, then it's a different thing. We know how to position it. But say, we see 24-hour economy. Yes, but we understand. Then what the minister said is right. Say let me trust dia and then your minister no can say person
minister no can then
because so we see no because I'm looking at I'm looking at it from both sides so
minister no then way na
this 24-hour economy
sir
our brothers
sir
when we work in our farms and we are tired in the night we have to sleep with our wives We have to be with our wives. In the night, you want us also to go and be farming, and then people will come and take our wives away.
Is it a crap policy?
Is it only in the nights that we sleep with our wives?
Halifax policy and then nipa I saw TRC and also be tra because if we are saying say workers must benefit from out of this policy. Obiso can say, what about teachers? Must schools also operate 24 hours? Must it be so? Because the person listening, he is a farmer. So he's looking at it from the angle of a farmer. Say me farmer, 24 hours, a benefiting me, work one benzo. That's why I'm saying that their policies are not well defined. And no the people who train one district, one factory, it is a policy. It is a dream. It is a vision. But essence of one to explaining the opposition say by the time this MPP leaves power, every district must have a factory. But a policy. Say
if you say one district, okay, go continue.
But if you say, it's a policy. The name of the policy is one district, one factory. Say United Nations say elimination of hunger by 2025. 2025, I'm betting eliminating hunger. That is the name of the policy. So you could do 2025 now eliminating hunger in Africa. That doesn't mean United Nations has failed. The question is they have gotten somewhere with that policy. Into a moment as you say a policy. Say MPP to me chile say it is a policy as a pursuer. Yebeko could draw baby in the near future. Every district will have a factory and every village will have a dam.
And every constituency will have $1 million.
Every constituency. But essence of one thing, opposition to answer say, by the time we move free zone, say every district and new factory, then your policy has failed.
And you think that is now?
Now, Obedia, at the end of 4 years, now everywhere is not vibrant. People can say policy now failing. But the thing hasn't failed. it is a drill. The beginning of it is a paper. So we church but some people vote there. So vote, then they put a blanket policy there. That is very difficult for people to understand. Otherwise, what is wrong? Say, the economy must run 24 hours. Sanka good. But say a bad no say one church me and more than someone no be some say if than someone post office no. Into ombe ye juma 24 hours ana. Na me call the at night 2 o'clock. So
a place like Manya Bayo, no, or is it lower or upper Manya?
Oh, lower Manya.
Send a lower Manya, say what can work there for 24 hours?
Ask me.
But you come from the
because there are petty sports. Okay, I don't even know if they really operate. All I know is that they play music 24 hours.
But then
as to whether people are there 24 hours,
so there is a DJ.
This 24-hour thing, no. Sometimes I'm like saying, "Your day ban one new year, na obi experience." There be as soon as year, and it's so do year because I remember say, I even proposed to a friend, obi pub, say, "Oh, Charlie, this event here, okay, I didn't try for nipa bebre, no more me survey." Then he just look at me because he has experience. Okay, say, "No, it's not about nipa bebre. I mean, employer no more serve you." Because me fa bebre no mo serve cry put nipa ni nyina wi ade e beton no. At the end of the day, me profit ya he. One year, I will lose. And sometimes operations comes with operational costs before you see the kind of workforce and the time you even run. Ubetimi be o shop say o me run it 24 hours. Within area from 10 o'clock to the following morning, no, ade a obeton no, at the end of the month to profit. And to mean take the cost of the service.
And nothing now see more on back 24 hours no. More lights bill no. You better to say
at time it was it not the same President Mahama? And Okache said we need to pay more tariffs so that we can keep the lights running.
But we the anajo
you are buying the electricity no from you are not the one producing electricity no.
But what treachery mo or see anajo no nyina generation no cost so no be obe use so. Nti no e yenko use no.
Cost will be a news no and no crampo cost so but now when you put people on it to run it will now become expensive and you this is not pragmatic.
We are sure say and because we are MPP
there be as some make MPP so me say we are 10 cities
a question now when our country say where politics because they partner a political promise.
Yes.
We are sure say any political eyes now they shape up.
Yes, I'm looking at it with a political eyes because it takes politics to run the country, its economy. So and if you don't use the politics now,
political eyes, we are sure say any political eyes in Tina. You are becoming a doubting Thomas.
I'm not doubting. I'm assessing.
Do you believe?
Believe? No.
Do you doubt?
Yes, I doubt. It will work because I'm looking at the indicators.
So you
no, I'm not doubting in isolation. I'm doubting based on the indicators.
You are doubting Thomas. Who see Debbie? Do you believe? You see no. Do you doubt?
I am giving you indicators. Waiting. I mean, Halifax. Waiting. I mean, me no. You go to park so no me say me board 90 minutes. Do you think I can play? Looking at my age. And Mr. Born to do to you.
His name is Socrates Safo Oyesilicheni na Osa ye Juma Ewo National Commission on Culture or ye Community Liaison Officer. Ewo beyond the return secretariat. Ne Juma ne say Obera Tokrobia event organizer woho na
247
now on the other gentleman is he was my boss na me share na say me adwuma wona se na se adwuma the brute and the nene benete akọ wa try me niam
there
what try me muto ma try me niam bebre wo journalism to see or a consultant on Ghanaian culture Elizabeth Gaze William Kwanche Kwame Tsek Kojo Amedume Sly Moore, Stephen Osu, my kind of messages, it's unfortunate I cannot read them on air, but they affected the questions I asked my panel members. A lot of things goes to David and Noti Pablo, any DJ Bosco, no pen produce issue nene. Benjamin comes today one for Hakrambo. Within the Halifax Addo, yen switching call Peace 104.3 for the midday news. Namia Doma Wednesday, Yabesen Shiabio, Makramo.
Chachima, Rich FM so, oh, Craven say, Asin for soup.